What's up, two-time family? It's your boy Two-Time Moto TV, and we're back with another video. Today we're going to be installing a lock latch actuator on a 2006 Acura TL. This lock latch actuator goes for a 2003 to 2006 Honda Accord or a 2004 to 2008 Acura TL. We're having problems with releasing the trunk, and I will show you guys a few things that you can check out before actually buying this lock latch actuator, so you don't have to waste any money. First thing you're going to want to check is your fuse to make sure that it's not blown. Now, we do not have a blown fuse, but your fuse panel is underneath the driver's side steering column, as you can see here. You want to resort to your owner's manual to see exactly what fuse go for the trunk lid and make sure that it's not blown. Ours is not blown. Next, you're going to want to go to the passenger side of the vehicle. Now, this goes for the Honda and Acura models. There is a trunk main button here in your glove box. You're going to want to make sure that it's switched to on. It says on at the top, and you should also see a little red tab at the bottom to let you know that it is on, so we don't have any issues there. So if you went through all of those steps and everything checks out, what you're going to want to do is either try to press the trunk release button on your key fob or press the trunk release button inside the vehicle. And if you can hear it engaging or trying to disengage and then the trunk still will not open, then that means that you have a bad lock latch actuator. So in just a second, I will be pressing the button to allow you guys to hear exactly what it sounds like. So there, I pressed it about 5 times and still I'm lifting up on the trunk and cannot open it. So I know what you guys are thinking, hey, Two-Time, if I checked out everything and then I still cannot open the trunk, then how do I open the trunk? So what you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna go in the back seat, you're gonna wanna pull down this center console here, you're gonna pull down this lock box, and if you look up in here, I already have a flashlight and a stick in place. And what you're going to want to do, you're going to press on this tab right here that says open. You're going to want to press it to the left, and then boom, you can open the trunk up to get to your lock latch actuator. With the trunk release, this is your lock latch actuator. I could tell that mine was bad because we had been in the trunk before just to try to figure out exactly what was going on. There's a rubber boot in the inside of here that is broken off, and also it is rusted back behind here, so it's not allowing the lock to release properly. We did try to grease it and whatnot, and that still didn't help matters any. So what we did was ordered a brand new lock latch actuator, which you see here. Link is in the description below. It was only 20 bucks. Comes brand new. This here is the green tab that you see me manually press inside the trunk to manually release it. It also comes with a flathead screwdriver, and it also comes with 2 bolts of hardware to replace the new lock latch actuator. Now, this install should be super simple. Simple fact is, because the new lock latch actuator comes with only 2 bolts of hardware to put the brand new one back, there shouldn't be anything that I have to take off in here besides the actual pull cord that's basically latches on to the actuator, and take the plug out that is electronically controlled from your trunk release button in the inside. But let's just start off first by unscrewing these 2 rubber stoppers here that just keeps your trunk from slamming metal to metal. And also there's 1 screw here up underneath a cup. If you stick your head up underneath here, you'll be able to see it. It's a semi-sized flathead or Phillips screw. You can actually use the one that it came with. So this here is the screw. Just want to set that to the side. And also, if you guys can see these little riveted screws here, you're just going to want to take the ones off in the top. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 in total. You're just going to want to take those down with the same screwdriver. This is what they look like. Once you have all of the screws that I stated out, there are these 2 flat rubber stoppers again that you're just gonna wanna be easy with when you're trying to pull your mat over it. So if you can, just press in on those rubber stoppers and then just pull your mat over it. Super simple. Do the other side. And even if you do pop these little rubber stoppers out, they have rubber rivets that they just push back in and snap right back in, so it's really no big deal. There, you should have access to pulling your carpet over and having access to your entire actuator. Okay, so we have a bottom view of the old actuator. You're gonna wanna start by pushing on this tab here in the back and pulling the wire out. And also you have 2 10mm bolts, the same that the new actuator come with. You're gonna wanna just take these 2 bolts off. So you got one here, one there. And then you're just gonna wanna try to wiggle this joker out. Now, what I need to do first is take this lead pull wire here out. Let me see if I can turn the camera that way to show you guys. There's this little pull tab wire here. Let me try to get that out first. So the only thing you need to do is just pull towards you, basically, like that. And then just finagle the wire out. Now that's out. And then you should be able to get your whole actuator out. This is that back piece on the new one that basically engages and disengages your entire actuator. Let me show you guys something else that I found. You can tell that this one here is wore out pretty bad. If you can see in the inside of here, there's like a little tail piece that will come in contact with this lever here. Now, let me show you guys how much space this one have when I use the green tab. Let's see if I can focus it. There we go. Look how much space there is in between, and it's barely making contact to it. Now on the new one, it is a lot different. You guys can see that piece is already almost directly in contact with it, and it doesn't have all of that space in between like how the old one does. Next, what you guys are gonna wanna do is just reverse the process. So how you taking everything down is how you wanna put everything back up. So to not come in contact but so much and bend this lever here, you're gonna wanna go in sideways. So if you stick that lever in sideways like this, the only thing you gotta do is just turn it up and in just like that. And she'll stay for you so that you can gather all of your bolts and start putting everything back together. Ladies and gentlemen, so make sure that you all use the new hardware, which are the new bolts. Make sure that you snug them tight. Do not over tighten them or you can break them, but make sure that they're just tight enough. So with this pull cord here, you guys may have questions about that. This pull cord here, it actually has it has 3 notches on it. You want to put it at the very front notch. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can. Let me try to get the camera. Okay, there we go. So there's 3 notches, 3 little circular notches. Put it on the very front notch before you get to the actual pull cord, and just shove her back up in that slot there, and then just feed it through this little mechanism here. So I'm gonna set the camera back down. Everything should work properly now. I haven't buttoned everything back up, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry fit it. You guys just make sure that y'all dry fit it before you start putting screws and everything back on there, because you may get frustrated if it doesn't work for you, but 10 times out of 10 it will. If this is your problem, which 9 times out of 10 it is, then this right here should fix the problem. I have actually done this job before, or this kind of a job before, not on this particular vehicle, but I've done it on another vehicle before and it worked. So we'll just dry fit everything. Make sure that you put your rubber stoppers back on before you close the trunk, because this right here gives the trunk that gap. And make sure that you're not slamming metal on metal. I don't have anything in the trunk that if I do lock it in here, I gotta crawl through the back seat and then try to fish it through. So Everything is just dry fitted now. I didn't put any screws back up in here just yet. So we're gonna close the trunk. Now I'm gonna go and push the trunk release button inside the vehicle and let's see if the trunk pops. Voila, and she does. Trunk is back open. I'll show you guys again. Close this door too. Trunk release. Pops right on up. That right there solved the problem. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. You can find this part in the description below. It was only 20 bucks, worth every penny. Didn't have to do any kind of shaving off of anything. There was some comments, I guess if they bought it for the wrong vehicle, then of course you're gonna have to do some kind of manufacturing to it. This one was plug and play. Should be plug and play for the 2003 to 2006 Honda Accord and 2004 to 2008 Acura TL. And it fits perfectly on this 2006 Acura TL. That fixed the problem. It is well greased up. Should not have any issues in the near future. This here is the old part. Now the only thing left for me to do is put all the screws back and this customer here will be happy. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Tap that bell notification for future uploads. We're doing how-to videos like this all the time. If you guys need a how-to of any sort, make sure y'all comment below and I'll see if I can make that project happen. Two Time Moto TV out. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Until next time, peace.